Hi there. Today we're going to be learning about probability properties and complementary events. So when we're talking about probability properties, there are three important universal rules to understand. They are: the probability of impossible events are 0, the probability of an event that is certain to occur is 1, and for any event A, the probability of A is between 0 and 1 inclusive. That is that 0 is less than or equal to the probability of A that is less than or 0 equal to 1. Here are some examples that will further explain these rules. With impossible events, if you got an example that said, what is the probability that you will live until you're 500 years old, the answer would be clearly 0, as no one can live till they're 500 years old, so probability of 500 years old is therefore 0. And with certain events, if you got a question that said, what is the probability that the sun will rise tomorrow morning, that answer would equal 1 because the sun rises every morning and that is certain, therefore it equals 1. And with the third rule of, for any event A, the probability of A is between 0 and 1 inclusive, that is 0 is less than or equal to probability of A, which is less than or equal to 1. This basically means that you cannot have a probability of over 1 or 100% when determining such outcomes. Let's move on to complementary events now. Let's now move on to the complementary events. Sometimes we need to find the probability that an event A does not occur. In that case, we use the complementary events, which is defined as the complement of event A, denoted by A naught, consists of all outcomes in which event A does not occur. And these can be simply explained by these rules here. The rules of complementary events. P, probability of A, plus probability of A naught equals 1. Probability of A naught equals 1 minus the probability of A, and the probability of A equals 1 minus the probability of A naught. And the major advantage of these rules of the complementary events is that its use can greatly simplify certain problems. So now let's do an example. Alright, now let's do an example. When a baby is born, the probability of a boy is 0.512. And we're trying to find the probability of boy not. So basically, we're trying to find the probability of having a girl when a child is born. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the rule of complementary events. And we are going to use this equation. Probability of boy not equals 1 minus the probability of a boy. And since we already know the probability of a boy, we can plug that in. So P of boy not equals 1 minus 0.512. And then just do basic subtraction, and 1 minus 0.512 equals 0.488. And that is our answer. Alright, that concludes today's lesson. But before we go, let's give you guys a chance to see what you've learned and do this check for understanding question. Alright, I'm done.